how much time we have? Is it like 10 minutes? 10, great. So we can probably take at least 4 or 5 questions. There's one here in the second row, I see.
Hi. Hi, John Momonsky from Geelong Performing Arts Centre, and thank you so much for opening this really important topic. Paul, firstly to you, you talked about people of faith being happier than those without. Is there something that we can learn as marketers about the purity of a relationship? Marketers, I think, and even in Andy, in your talk, and perhaps Rachel's earlier, about this complete quantum shift away from messages to the crowd to messages to friends. Is that where happiness ought to be for marketers?
The first question is basically a pure competition type question, which is, how can you as a marketer tap into the spiritual wishes of your audience in order to make them cough up some money, right? And that almost goes opposite to what I was hoping art would move into. But in terms of how to do it, I think the marketers are more expert at this than most economists. But you see successful marketers in that sphere, and they, for instance, catch on to the optimism of religion and of spirituality, which is that despite any evidence to the contrary, every individual is loved and is worth something. As the old poster goes, you are unique, just like everybody else. And that appeals to us, right? We basically wish to feel gods, and marketers can, of course, give you that pretense. Then there's also, as it were, the whole yoga wellness movement, which also taps into all that kind of faith and spiritual wishes of individuals. So I would say that marketers have already caught on to this. Economists are coming late to this party, and we're trying to understand what the marketers have been on about. We're trying to invent the language so that we can know what they've been on about. But I would say we're sort of second rate in terms of that particular question.
Did you have a response to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're seeing more and more brands nowadays kind of use the cult model. I don't want to say religious because that's not fair, but it's a cult-like model. I mean, obviously Apple's pretty good at that up till, the past couple of years where people identify with Apple products. They are that Apple lifestyle. To Paul's point, they are unique like everybody else. But that's something we actually did a study recently, and we've looked at kind of the marketing and the brand of kind of the cult or the religion and how you can get people to kind of, buy into that. And it's really fascinating, and you can go very, very deep down that well. And it's scary at some point as well.
Any other? Yes, see one back right.